The brand new Netflix movie Heartstopper Forever by Alice Oseman came out on Friday the 17th of July. So me and Bradley sat down to watch it, and as a genuine fan of the graphic novels, the Netflix series, I was disappointed. To be fair, I am quite shocked as well with them words coming out of my mouth, because from the movie reviews that I have done so far, they're not negative. And I don't mean for this to be negative, I'm just disappointed. I don't feel like Nick and Charlie got the justice they deserved. And I also don't think it was very realistic. But we will get to that. So, grab your popcorn, grab your drink, take a seat, and let's discuss everything of Heartstopper Forever, the movie. Okay, so the gist of Heartstopper Forever is that Nick will soon be going off to university, and he chooses to go to Leeds University, which is a 5-hour drive away from where him and Charlie live. Now, obviously, this movie is about the struggles that they face between the time of Nick getting into university and then actually going. And we also see the struggles of the other characters, like the fact that Tara does not get into Oxford and doesn't know what to do with herself now. Or the struggles that Tao and Elle face when Elle is going to go to Berlin. It puts their relationship on hold, or in quite a fragile place. And of course, Imogen, who surprisingly from the series has become one of my favourite characters, realising she's a lesbian. So, we're going to discuss these details more and go into the movie. This is your warning though, if you haven't seen Heartstopper Forever, pause this, go and watch it. Come back, let's discuss it, because honestly, spoilers are incoming. Okay, so what did I like about the movie? I'm trying to think. I don't want it to be negative, because I did like some of it. There were some bits that I thought were really good. I liked the prize scene where Elle was on the float and she was like, we want trans rights, and when do we want them now? What do we want trans rights, and when do we want them now? I like how they're showing that and equality and really going on her story after what happened in the last few seasons of the series on Netflix. I like some of the little details that Alice Oseman has put in, like in one of the ending scenes with Charlie on the train. If you look in the background, you can see Alice Oseman sitting inside the train cabin, which I think is pretty cool. There is a part where Nick and Charlie break up, and you see two different scenes. The first one is of Charlie's perspective, and then the other one is of Nick's perspective, and I really like that. I love how they showed their two different perspectives of basically how both of them have taken the breakup. I thought that was pretty good. As for the actors, I thought it was pretty spot on. Kit Connor playing Nick Nelson, as always, I thought it's pretty awesome. He's done a really good job. I love the actresses that play Tara and Darcy, Elle and Tao. Favourite character would probably have to be, honestly, Tori, Charlie's brother. Charlie's sister, sorry. Not with it today, apparently. So there are quite a few things that I liked. I kind of like the awkwardness of Michael when it was like the Christmas scene. They were talking about the long distance. It was like, when we're together, it's woo, And when we're not, it's like, boom, and it's like, just the awkwardness of him being like, that was too heavy, sorry. Obviously, because soon Nick and Charlie will be doing that. I like the fact that they showed that obviously Nick is going through some sort of mental health struggle, you know. He's obviously very anxious about something, but he's not opening up to Charlie, which in real life, that is a big thing. That doesn't really happen. I like the fact that in the school, Charlie becomes head boy, and it's all about bullying, and it's all about mental health, because there's a line that says where men don't open up about their feelings, and that is so true. That is not represented enough in the modern world, and as a queer gay person, in school, I was heavily bullied, so I wish there would have been someone like Charlie to implement that into my school. I think it would have made me feel better and perhaps even protected me from some of the bullies. So that's another thing that I liked. Here's what I didn't like, if I'm completely honest. And it was purely just the fact that some of the ending scenes were unrealistic. Like Nick and Charlie getting back together as if nothing happened, when I think there should have been, like, you know, Nick had this whole heart-to-heart with his mum about how he was feeling, that he's scared what's going to happen with him and Charlie when he goes to uni. Why couldn't he have that conversation with Charlie? You know, Charlie has had this whole mental health thing with his anorexia and his eating disorder, and he's had to open up to Nick and he's had to go to a therapist. So why couldn't Nick done the same thing? Because clearly Nick was struggling. You could see it throughout the whole movie. Especially when he got drunk and the way he was acting. Emotions take over quite rapidly when you're drunk. So I just think they could have portrayed that a little bit better. Personally, if I had to do it, I would have said to keep Nick and Charlie broken up. Or let them work on it a bit more. Let Charlie keep trying to get Nick to open up about his feelings. You can't just brush it off. It doesn't work that way. Everyone in the real life knows that. I'm not saying the movie was bad because it wasn't. I was just disappointed. I felt like us as Heartstopper fans and for the characters themselves deserve more. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I did quite like some of the other scenes about showing the other characters' successes. Bradley does think that they got their successes too easy, like Tara deciding she wants to go travelling on a gap year, and Tao ending up going to Berlin and surprising Elle, and Isaac writing his book, which I personally think he's writing Heartstopper. So he thinks that there should probably been a little bit more struggle there. But yeah, I guess that is my review of Heartstopper Forever. What do I rate it? I'm probably going to give it a very generous 6 out of 10. Purely just because I'm disappointed. It doesn't live up to what I was hoping for. It didn't feel much like Heartstopper. It didn't feel like this amazing graphic novel turned into a series that a lot of us had wished that's how our lives had been, the way that Nick and Charlie met and how they had the secureness of each other. I mean, to be fair, I am really happy with my life now because I've met my Nick. I am Charlie and I have met my Nick, and it's awesome. I just wish that these books were around when I was a kid. Like, I'm almost 30 now, and these books are awesome. But yeah, so I'll give it a 6 out of 10 personally, just because of the disappointment. I did enjoy it, but like I've been trying to say, these are just my opinions. They're not facts. They're not, oh, this movie's bad, you shouldn't watch it. Go and watch it, make up your own mind. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you have watched Heartstopper Forever and what you thought. I'd love to know your thoughts. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.